Here with head coach Luke Johnson after the Vikings' epic 12-10 comeback victory over Carthage College. They split the doubleheader against the Redmen today. Coach, just talk about this second game. I mean, you guys had just had that no-quit attitude there towards the end of the game. You took that 8-1 lead, but then you guys fell behind in the bottom half or the top half of that inning. But then you come back with all that resiliency. Talk about how the guys just fought back in this game and just did an unbelievable job.
Well, the best way to not have to have a conversation about fighting back for about the 15th time is to end an inning, make a play, make a pitch. And going out there, we had a freshman probably sat through his longest half inning that he has in his collegiate career after he had been rolling, and we put up, I want to say, 6 or 7 in that inning. And he went out there and was not crisp, was not in the zone, and was pitching with a lead. And that's the first time that he hasn't been going out there and nursing a 5-1 lead or a 4-1 lead. And if you had asked Matt, I know he would tell you he didn't respond the way that he should have responded in that situation. Snowballed out of control. A bunch of runs are on the board. You look up and you're wondering what hit you. But they did do a very good job of picking up the pieces and scrapping for a run. We didn't do ourselves any favors on the bases. Our mistakes were not they were not born of aggression. They were born of just not paying attention. Some of the stuff that you didn't see, we didn't get to third base on a ball that the third baseman got pulled up on a chopper, and it probably would have scored a run. It would have been a different game early. So there were a lot of things that we didn't do, but as you said, we did find a way in the 7th, 8th, and the 9th to pull it out. So you're not going to give a win back, but I don't think anybody left here feeling good about a split. I think they felt like they left outs and runs on the table as we felt like we left outs and runs on the table. So it wasn't a pretty day at the park. I've been involved with a lot of high-scoring games with Carthage over the years, and ironically, a lot of them have been maybe scored more runs, but have been better played games.
Talking about what Tyler Woolbite was able to do, finishes a combined 6 for 9, 7 RBIs, 2 doubles, and a home run. Talk about what he was able to do at the plate today.
Well, he had a really good day. He fought off good pitches. He got pitches to hit early. He did his homework. He learned, I think, pitch to pitch and at bat to at bat. He did a very good job as the DH. All he has to do is talk and talk about hitting. But outside of a changeup that he missed on one at bat, and I want to say it was the first pitch, he did a really good job today. Obviously, he had a couple of really big knocks and just came through big. The double that he hit when they brought the reliever in was huge. But he just did a really good job, and I think he's progressively. He had a little funk there in the middle of the year, and he started to come out of it. He's starting to string some pretty good at bats together. So hopefully that bodes well for the rest of the year.
What do you think is probably the biggest thing you guys can take out of this game moving forward with this victory? I mean, obviously it wasn't the way you want to remember it because it was such an up and down game. But what do you think is probably the biggest thing you guys can take out of this moving forward?
Well, you didn't lose it first and foremost, and you didn't lose a series, so you have a chance to win a series. And with the number of teams, I didn't see what happened earlier today in the conference, but a ton of teams in between 6 and 10 losses going into today that could all cascade out here the last 2 or 3 weeks into a lot of motion moving up, down. So if you didn't get beat twice today, you're probably in better shape than if you did, obviously. So that's a good thing. And, we have still to finish this series. We have a series with Augustana. We got an entire series with Carroll as well, plus a game that we got to finish with Elmhurst. So I think there will be some motion if we continue to learn and don't give innings away. I think by the end of the year, as I told the team last game, people may look up by the end of the year and wonder where we came from. So hopefully we can do a better job with some of the stuff that we didn't do a good job with today, and hopefully that'll mean something at the end of the year.